Will Verstappen be knocked off the throne by a compatriot? Max Verstappen is a well-known racer who has been racing for a long time and is a young champion with a record of winning several races and awards. However, now he has some competition as his childhood friend Nyck de Vries is making his debut in 2023 Formula One. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about Max Verstappen and Nyck de Vries and their achievements and the races they have won, along with some insight into their opinions and our opinions of their race. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Belgian-Dutch racing driver Max Emilian Verstappen, who was born on September 30th, 1997, won the Formula One World Championship in 2021 and 2022. Verstappen is the son of Formula One competitor Jos Verstappen and Sophie Kumpen, a racing driver. He enjoyed success in the junior karting and single-seater divisions, breaking numerous records in the KF3, WSK World Series, KZ2, and European Formula 3. He races in Formula One for Red Bull Racing while flying the Dutch flag. When he entered Formula One at the 2015 Australian Grand Prix, he was just 17 years old, making him the youngest driver ever. He became the youngest driver to ever win a Formula One Grand Prix and the first Dutch driver to do so when he won the 2016 Spanish Grand Prix on his Red Bull Racing debut at the age of 18. Verstappen became the 34th Formula One World Drivers' Champion after taking the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix to become the first Dutch driver to win the Formula One World Championship. The next year, he captured his second straight Formula One title. Daniel Kvyat would be replaced by Max Verstappen beginning with the Spanish Grand Prix, according to an announcement made by Red Bull Racing on May 5, 2016, following the Russian Grand Prix. Kvyat will then return to Toro Rosso. Verstappen started the Spanish Grand Prix in 4th place, but after Mercedes colleagues Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg crashed out of the race, Verstappen moved up to 2nd behind teammate Daniel Ricciardo. Verstappen gained the lead in the race after being given a 2-stop plan rather than the same 3-stop strategy as Ricciardo. He then held off Kimi Raikkonen of Ferrari in the closing laps to win his maiden Formula One race. At the age of 18, he succeeded Sebastian Vettel as the driver who had previously held the record for the youngest driver to win a Formula One Grand Prix. Verstappen secured a contract extension in 2020 to continue competing with Red Bull through the end of 2023. Verstappen extended his contract with Red Bull Racing for a further 5 years in March 2022, covering the seasons from 2023 to 2028. While on the other hand, Hendrik Johannes Nicasius Nyck de Vries, now Max's competitor, is a Dutch racing driver who is now the backup for the Mercedes-AMG Petronas F1 team. He was born on February 6, 1995. De Vries won both the German Junior Championship and the WSK World Series for the KF3 division in 2008. He won the European KF3 Championship and kept his WSK World Series and German Junior Championships in 2009. He won the 2010 Karting World Championship in September, and 2011 saw him win the World Championship as well. De Vries continued to play with Koivunen in 2014 and participated in the Euro Cup for the 3rd time. In 11 of the 14 races, he placed on the podium after winning 6 of them. De Vries and Stoffel Vandoorne were both named as drivers for the new Mercedes-Benz EQ Formula E team for the 2019-20 Formula E season on September 11, 2019. He will drive for Scuderia AlphaTauri full-time in Formula One in 2023, it has been revealed. Many people look at Max and Nyck as rivals, but what they don't know is that they have been friends. Nyck de Vries and fellow Dutchman Max Verstappen have been close friends since they were children on the karting track, so they will at least have one ally on the F1 grid when they compete in their first full season of the sport in 2023. During an interview with F1's Beyond the Grid podcast, de Vries was questioned about that all-Dutch experience and his friendship with Verstappen. He gave his explanation. He stated, "We've known each other since we were kids. We've grown up in the same era of racing. I think, approached karting and racing in our earlier years very similarly. We both traveled around in a van with our dads. We just really respected each other and saw each other every weekend, pretty much. But strangely, because Max is 2 years younger than me, we never raced against each other. Monza was the first time in our lives we raced against each other. Ironically, we even ended up next to each other on the grid. We were texting about it the evening before the race on Saturday evening, and we were texting again on Sunday morning. Nyck de Vries also paid respect to fellow Dutchman Max Verstappen and the part he played in assisting him in obtaining his first Formula One race seat. After failing to secure a spot in Formula One for the 2020 Formula One season, de Vries was revealed on September 11th as a driver for the new Mercedes-Benz EQ Formula E team for the 2019-20 Formula E season alongside Stoffel Vandoorne. De Vries stayed on with Stoffel Vandoorne at the Mercedes EQ Formula E team for the 2020-21 campaign. He won the first race of the season-opening Diriyah E Prix doubleheader after starting on the pole and dominating every lap. This was his maiden series victory. De Vries and Stoffel Vandoorne continued to race for Mercedes during their final Formula E season. De Vries won the opening race of Season 8 in Diriyah, earned the pole the following day, but came in 10th and concluded the season in 9th place overall with 106 points. De Vries departed after the campaign after signing a deal to participate in Formula One. In 2010 and 2016, De Vries received contracts with the McLaren Young Driver Program and the Audi Sport Racing Academy, respectively. Before the 2019 season, he left McLaren to concentrate on his responsibilities at Audi, where he remained until September 2019. De Vries will take Pierre Gasly's place as the Scuderia AlphaTauri driver for the 2023 season. Verstappen brought up the potential of moving to AlphaTauri over their dinner, and De Vries will join his compatriot on the 2023 grid after discussions with Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko. This will give the Netherlands 2 F1 stars to celebrate and make the Dutch Grand Prix even more exciting. De Vries weighed in on the potential effects of another Dutch driver competing in Formula One and the expected response at Zandvoort. He said, "Obviously, Max deserves all the support in the world, especially from our country. He is and he has been amazing. But hopefully, there will be some Orange fans rooting and cheering for me too." Nyck de Vries brings his Dutch prowess to the racetrack, and we're quite interested to see if Verstappen needs to be on his guard with this budding star. However, who knows what the future has in store for these two Dutchmen? Normally, an AlphaTauri is no match for the Red Bull. There will always be a double Dutch, double trouble, and a lot more orange in the Formula One stands, that much is certain. That's it for today. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. What do you think about a little friendly competition? Do let us know in the comment section below. Until next time, thanks for watching.